Hello. Welcome to episode 27 of the Fast Soul Music Podcast. And we're kicking off with a worldwide exclusive from the forthcoming $1 Billion Remixes album. This is London Electricity featuring Robert Owens, My Dreams, the Zerot remix. And this is coming out at the end of May. This is the sound of Edit. Lock Blues on CIA.
feeding. I found one in rainy old England. Moods change when clouds come. I'm just trying to live the best life. Soon come. That's why I choose sun. Most of the time it's been win or lose some. But who's done? Not when I'm halfway through the page. I'm calm in the fast lane, engaged. Need a dance and a stage. Yeah. When nothing goes your way, am I supposed to stay sane? Let it play, play it. When nothing goes your way, stay sane, let it play.
Been waiting for days like these. Haven't found a sweet relief in every inch of me. It's running at full speed.
Ride the wave. Truth be told, yo, I've been high for days, just gliding through the maze. I told them let it play, and if they question about my ways, I'll never change. They heard you come to stay, yeah. Just a version, not a phase. What's your purpose? Always nervous, what a waste, what a waste, what a waste. Key unlocked to the safe. I'm in my place. Tiptronic whip, hit the pace. Quick pit stop before space. See, I've been here before, we've had a taste. So buckle up for something and embrace. Never mind what you say, lighten the way. Yeah. When nothing goes your way, am I supposed to stay sane? Let it play.
Been waiting for days like these. Now I found a sweet relief in every inch of me. It's running at full speed. There's nothing quite like this. So no way could be this bliss. So soak it up in me. Soak it up.
On Shogun Audio, it's Pola and Bryson with Sustance. Sweet Relief featuring Duskee and Zara Kershaw. And I have to give my sincere thanks to all of you lot. I'm extremely grateful because the Fast Soul Music podcast across all channels has exceeded 250,000 downloads and streams. Thank you so much.
And even then I will ignore it. You think I tried to make a change? If it ain't chaos then it's boring. I'm lost in my thoughts, need I'd be here again. Cause I've been feeling pretty careless. I'm letting my life dissipate. There's lots I've gotta be aware of. Yeah, till it slaps me in the face.
And a few weeks ago I was out in Tulum in Mexico for the Locus festival. It was absolutely incredible. And one of the, well, there were many sets that stood out, but one of them that really stood out for me was a set by this person, Charli Brix.
Wanna take time to know you. Wanna take time to know you.
And Charli's album is out right now on Flex Out Audio rather. Brilliant album. This is called Know You, featuring Hyroglifics and Catching Cairo. Massive shout out to Catching Cairo.
To know you. Baby, can you focus? Baby, can you give it all? Baby, can you focus? Baby, can you give it all?
And this man was there. He played a brilliant set. By the swimming pool, by the sea. This is Makoto. Brand new on Human Elements. This is Into the Vibe. And I'm sorry it's taken a while for this podcast to emerge. I was going to do it last Friday, but I got a cold. I could hardly talk. But on Friday I posted a little thing by Brene Brown that blew me away. And loads of you shared your feedback on that, actually. So I'm going to get through some shouts. Catching Cairo herself says, that's such a powerful reminder, Tony. Thank you for sharing that truth. Shout going out to Degs. To Renkarina from Locus, Tulum. Absolutely brilliant stage manager. Eva Lazarus, who says, that's such a moving passage. Thank you for sharing it. And she says also, Tony, your voice needs to be reading guided meditation. It is so relaxing. That's because I did have a cold and I was about an octave lower than normal. And Happy Nadik says that's exactly what I needed to hear. Actually, shall I read it? Because you don't know what I'm going on about either, do you? So, all right. Midlife is when the universe gently places her hands upon your shoulders, pulls you close, and whispers in your ear, I am not screwing around. All this pretending and performing, these coping mechanisms that you develop to protect yourself from feeling inadequate and getting hurt has to go. Your armour is preventing you from growing into your gifts. I understand that you needed these protections when you were small. I understand that you believed your armour could help you secure all of the things you needed to help you feel worthy and lovable. But you're searching and you're more lost than ever. Time is growing short There are unexplored adventures ahead of you. You can't live the rest of your life worrying about what other people think. You were born worthy of love and belonging. Courage and daring are coursing through your veins. You are made to live and to love with your whole heart. It's time to show up and be seen. Yeah. This is a real cheeky tune. I really like it very much. It's Ruth Royal and Axel Boy. It's called Dancer. And if you think making bouncy pop drum and bass that is quality is easy, it's very difficult. And I love that tune. Really, really fun. And Zerot, second tune of the podcast, as per. This is called Sonic Bionic VIP. And yeah, quite a few of you wrote in about that little passage from Brene Brown that I read out. 7 Mile Radius says, love this. I'm a big Brene Brown fan already. Danny United from LA. Yes, Danny. It says, stay soft, my friend. Okay, Danny. Catalyst D&B loved it. Right, Morgan from Splice, who I met in Tulum, says this is a good one, and it's very true. At a certain point, you have to make sure the voice in your own head casting doubt at every turn isn't holding you back on all that life has to offer, and just keeping you trapped in a feeling of anxiety and inadequacy. I don't know about you, Morgan, but that is exactly why I started making music. Because I just felt inadequate.
Like bionic.
And Max St. John says, midlife, I found out I'm on the autistic spectrum. I quit my career as a consultant and now I'm retraining as a blacksmith. I teach martial arts and I do most of the childcare. You're a fucking Superman. I've never been more free, but it took a whole lot of facing up to who I am to do what I need to do. Weirdly, both Brene Brown and Hospital Records have been part of that journey. Her book Daring Greatly changed my life, and the EHR podcast and D&B generally has helped me stay sane in a world that I've always struggled to understand and fit in with. Life still isn't easy, but it's not meant to be. And I'd rather struggle to be me than struggle to pretend I'm not. Oh, absolutely.
Ultrasonic, mind like bionic.
This is brand new Lynx. It's called Not You. Oh, and that last tune. Oh yeah, that was Zerot. And a random movement from the USA writes in and says, the struggle is the glory. Love these words. Oris, a lot of musicians have written in actually. Oris says, have you considered a second career as an audiobook narrator? No. But, you know, if anyone wants to offer me the gig, I'll consider it. Miss Baltica says, like, it sounds like the words of a very good therapist. For all of you who are struggling and feel like this quote is about them, I really recommend getting professional help. Okay. If two things on that. Get a therapist if you can afford one. And if you're capable of being completely honest with yourself and your therapist. I speak from experience. I used to bullshit my way through therapy sessions. I used to just tell the therapist what I thought they wanted to hear, to please them. Because I was all about pleasing people. Wicked tune, Lynx. Grateful Heart says, thanks for the words and positivity. I felt lost and unloved for years by my family. I grew up in the underground scene and learned lots of survival techniques. I struggle, but I've learned to cope and keep going forwards. But now I have a young daughter who I'd never want to feel like I did growing up. I'm excited and anxious to see what love looks like on her as she grows within our village. Praying she knows how loved she is, keep open communication to try and help her not make the same mistakes I did, and creating an environment where maybe she won't have to leave home so early and find out so much about this big bad world on her own. Now, all I'd say to that, Grateful Heart, is you're doing a brilliant job, but, and see if this is too complicated, but try not to project the opposite of what you went through onto your child, and don't have any expectations of how they're going to turn out, because they will turn out with all sorts of issues, especially when they're a teenager. And you know what? And that's okay.
Didn't know the one for the Lord. I'm worthy. Didn't know I'd waited so long. Take it. Didn't know. Inside me, you broke me so I could grow. I'm water. I wanna lose it all. I'm ready. I'm a silver girl. I'm steady. And if I make a call, I won't be sorry. I'm a silver girl. I don't know how to fix my past.
Love this.
It's heavy,
Natalie, Duncan.
but I am facing rainbows now. I'm prouder. I tread water, I don't drown.
Silver Gun,
I'll just go deeper.
the Lenzman remix.
Now I've smashed through all the glass. No anger. I wanna lose it all. I'm ready. I'm a silver girl. I'm steady. Now if I make a call, I won't be sorry. I'm a silver girl. I'm a silver girl. I'm a silver girl.
And this is brand new music from Enei on Critical. This is called Imitate Process. And Suzanne Reno says, this made me a bit emotional, as it's just exactly where I am right now. The very fact that I stopped to listen to it is a sign, maybe. And Pete Alfrey says, here we go, another one. You should start doing Amazon audiobooks, Tony. What? Can't even talk. Dip Vertigo says, thank you for sharing. Lady Miss 619, may the journey be well and the glory abundant. Whoa! Easy. That was a bit kind of, you know. Tracy Lawton Art, yes, big shout. She says it's what we all need to hear and enact. Interstellar Audio says, wow, this hits on so many levels. Thanks for sharing this philosophy. And loads more. I'll come at you shortly with some kind of normal shouts. Incoming, brand new Kings of the Rollers with Katy B. On Rinse, it's Paradise. Are you ready? How good is that record? Shout to Devon, Mark and Rue. And Katy sounding absolutely brilliant. This is brand new music from Akuratyde. All We Need. Shouting from Pat Johns, who says, I remember getting a birthday shout out from you on the Old Hospital Records podcast, and I just recently celebrated my 33rd birthday. I was wondering if I could get a second shout out on the FSM podcast. Yes, you can. Hope this finds you well. I'll try and keep it short. My father lost his battle to motor neurone disease in 2013. I knew the day would come and I thought I was prepared for it. But I wasn't, and it really hit me hard. And around this time, I heard Etherwood begin by letting go. I was overwhelmed with emotion and happiness from that beautiful piece of music. It reminded me of my late father and the years we'd shared together. In a strange way, the podcast became like a therapy session for me, aiding me in my journey to get back on my feet. Locked in since then, I've now moved across to the Fast Soul Music podcast, as I was missing the sound of our Uncle Tony. Episode 26 delivered its blow with the Come Dancing Mosey remix. Oh my god, the hairs on my arms stood on end, and it made me realise just how much the Hospital Records D&B prescription has supported my well-being over the past 10 years. Big up to you, Tony, and the D&B family. Harry Lockwood says, hi Tony, greetings from Norway. It's a very small community, but Norwegian D&B fans do exist. Not me. I'm just a reprobate Brexit refugee that moved in 2017. Please could you do a shout out to the Oslo D&B scene in general, and specifically the Big Up crew that run Jungle Wednesdays at Jaeger. Simon Peter, who absolutely smashed his half-hour warm-up for Andy C last month. And lastly, Ola, DJ Laguba, that streams a tea and bass set every Thursday and Friday evening on Twitch. Thank you for all your input and positivity into the D&B scene worldwide. Looking forward to you visiting us in Oslo sometimes. All the best, Harry. Do you know what? I am a quarter Norwegian, and I've never played drum and bass in Norway because no one's ever invited me, and there are hardly any parties. So, yeah, talk to your mates. Get me out there. I'd love to come. This is Think Tonk and DJ Fresh. Rivers.
Oh, my weakness is my only crime, and it ain't right. And you can't help and be that friend of mine, drowning in the rivers in my mind. In my mind we go. Can you love me tonight?
Leanne Bailey on vocals with Jamie McCool. Yeah, I know. So, what are you going to do about it? I'm going to finish on this. This is Skeptical. Initiate. So yes, thank you for all your shouts. I haven't read them all out, but it doesn't matter. Tell all your friends about the Fast Soul Music podcast. And oh yeah. So if you're downloading this today, I know, on Friday, my new tune Vasquez comes out on the NHS 500 compilation. I'll play it again next week, featuring Secretary General, aka Stanley Coleman, on horns. And thank you for listening. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for taking me over the 250,000 mark. Let's get it to 500,000. Peace out.